Not even separate, like, but let's maybe move them off to the side.
Yeah.
Classic, I cut it up with all the different cameras,
Yeah.
so it's
So-
a lot of options.
I'm excited, Joe.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
My heart's on fire. You melt me down. You're simply the best.
Alright. So we'll get started here.
Are we rolling?
What's up?
Are the cameras?
Oh yeah, it's rolling.
Oh, hi. Okay.
Should be working. So here we are. Just land in this moment. Alright, we're gonna do our best to just be here for the next little bit. Maybe close your eyes, begin to become aware of your breath, right? Just maybe roll your shoulders up and back. Just landing here. Feeling maybe a sense of grounding in your hips and your lower body, sinking into the bolster or the mat underneath you. Just becoming aware of breath as it goes in and out. So gently breathe, maybe in through the nostrils, deep down, filling up the belly. And exhaling, letting it all go. Maybe out through the mouth or the nose. Allow yourself to fully become present with your mind, your body, your spirit. As you inhale deep, filling up your abdomen, maybe moving up into the chest, the rib cage, feeling that sense of lift. And as you exhale, let it all go, right? Navel pulls in towards spine, all that air out, and bring it right back in. Like an ocean wave flowing. Inhale, and exhale. You inhale, imagine filling up completely with energy, and then as you exhale, letting go of any stagnant, unserving energy, right? Replenish. Inhale and exhale, again, just landing here, being here in this moment. Inhale deep down to the belly, filling the abdomen. Then going up into the ribs, into the chest, all the way up to the collarbone. And exhale, let it all go. Maybe you flutter the eyes open, taking your time. Take your hands maybe on your knees and just gently start to find a cat-cow seated, right? So we're gonna just start to roll those shoulders back, maybe gently look up as we inhale. And exhale, go ahead and round, pulling the navel towards the spine, just the chin drops. Inhale, roll them back. Take your time, go with your breath. When you're exhaling, make sure to really get those shoulders forward, the back being pulled back, navel to spine. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, gently look up, keep a long neck here. Rolling through your breath. Gently find a neutral spine. You can move the bolster if it's better for you, otherwise you can stay up on it. And either way, we're going to just start to loosen up those hips as well. So maybe we'll actually start doing some rounded cat-cows, so barrel rolls pretty much. So coming forward, off to the side, exhale, round. Coming over to the other side, pulling forward, just finding that organic movement, that juicy movement that opens up the hips, the sides. Breathe into it, right? As soon as you start losing that breath, you're going too far, fast or too hard, pull it back. Find that movement. Inhale and exhale. You're done with that, come back to a neutral. Let's go ahead and take our hands up. So we're going to inhale those arms up overhead, reach for the sky, and exhale, float them down. Let's try that again. Inhale. With your inhale, let's lift up slowly. As we reach the top of our inhale, we begin to float them down with the exhale. Gently as the fingertips touch the ground at the end of the exhale, inhale up again. And exhale, float them down. Stay here. Once you land, like those fingertips, imagine like they're roots of a tree going down to the earth. Sit up nice and tall, maybe gently roll those shoulders back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, try to just drop your shoulders. Just. Now go ahead and maybe drop that left ear to the left shoulder. Just gently allowing gravity to pull it down. Inhale into the length of that side of the neck. Exhale. If you want to, you can take that left hand, pick it up and put it on the right ear, and allow just that gentle heaviness of your hand and arm. Don't push. Inhale, feel that sense of lift. Lengthen the neck. Exhale, let it drop one more time. And then let's let it go. Lift that hand up. Gently come back to a neutral neck. Drop that hand. Take a moment, breathe in here. Exhale. Let's bring those arms up overhead again. Inhale, reach up for the sky. Exhale, let's just twist to the left, just the torso, leaving your hips right where they are. Coming to a gentle twist, dropping that left hand behind you, right hand on the outside of the knee. Just sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, unwind. Come back up overhead, reaching for the sky. Inhale, reach and stretch, and exhale, float them down. Nice and tall up on those fingertips again. Feel that sense of lift. Inhale and exhale. Now drop that right ear to the right shoulder. Just feeling that length in the side of the neck. Inhale into it. Exhale. Letting go, right? Your shoulders drop a little bit more. If you'd like to, you can do the hand on the shoulder so you can pick up that right hand and put it on the side of your head. Otherwise, keep it where it's at. Inhale, that sense of lift. Exhale. Just letting gravity, don't push. You can inhale, let go of that hand, lift it up, and then come back to a neutral neck, neutral spine, dropping that hand down. And just roll your shoulders forward, up, back. Whew. Nice. So take your time here, but take your legs out long. So come into a dandasana. If you want to turn that to the side so your feet face that way, just for the sake of the camera. Mm-hmm. Inhale, just a sense of lift, finding your dandasana, right? So maybe you put your hands, palms face down next to your hips, and just feel that sense of lift as you inhale. Exhale, feel that heaviness, right, in your hip bones, your sit bones, your thighs. Nice and heavy here. Inhale, sense of lift again. Maybe you rolling those shoulders back a little bit. Exhale, let them fall. Inhale one more time, deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. So now we're going to go ahead and do a Janu Shirshasana. So keep your right leg out and just turn so you pull your left foot in. And you could turn maybe towards me a little bit so you open up. I like to point my heel kind of at the corner of the mat and like sit like here. I don't know if that doesn't really matter, but I think that that is the general placement I like to. So first we'll find our inhale, right? Roll the shoulders up and back, finding that landing here in this spot. We'll go ahead and inhale those hands up overhead. Reach for the sky. Now turn your torso towards that right foot. So you get nice and even. So you're gonna have frame that right foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Fold as far as you feel comfortable, right? So we land here. Wherever your hands come down, they do. Maybe you're looking forward at those toes. Pull back at your face. Inhale, try to pull maybe your torso up off of your thigh. And exhale, you can get a little bit deeper. Go ahead and round here. We're not going to stay here long. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Inhale, roll all the way up. Inhale, those arms up overhead. Reach and stretch. Now exhale, we're going to come into that like side gate. So land that left hand down on the mat. So we're going to come up like this basically. So take your time, land that left hand down, find a good placement for your left knee, plant that right foot so that's in that warrior position and come up slowly. Inhale, maybe you reach up overhead. Then exhale, you can go ahead and bring that bicep to the ear, get a nice long stretch here. Inhale, and then exhale, come back down to your seat just to get that nice reverse stretch there. Maybe bring both feet together in Baddha Konasana. We'll take a moment here. And you know what? Since you're right there, I'm going to go ahead and give you blocks underneath your knees on each side. I always suggest anybody that wants a little extra for Baddha Konasana, using that is always helpful. So take your time here. Maybe you can wrap your hands around your toes. Inhale that sense of lift. Almost like in Dandasana here, we're not going to do too much of a fold here. We want to stay seated up, upright. Feel that length in the spine as you inhale. Exhale, maybe you come forward a few inches, very mildly, just pulling yourself, your chest over your feet maybe, getting a sense of opening in the hips. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and open up that left leg out for your Janu Shirshasana, the other side. Bringing that right foot in. Inhale, arms up overhead. Make sure you turn that torso so it's facing those toes. And go ahead and hinging at the hips. Exhale, fold forward. Land wherever you land. Inhale, that sense of lift. Exhale, allow your head to come down, roll round forward. Excellent. Take your time. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale, roll all the way up. We're going to come up onto that side gate variation on this side. So plant that left foot in that warrior position. Come up on that right knee. Inhale, reach overhead. Look up, open up that chest, and then exhale, you can bring that bicep down over that ear. Feel that length in that side. Inhale, reach and stretch, and exhale, come back down. Take your time and meet me in a tabletop. And actually, if you want to, let's tuck our toes and sit back. If that's too much, if the toe opener is too much for you, you can always untuck them. But we're just gonna sit back here for a moment, open those toes up a little bit and our wrists as well. So take your hands out in front of you. Inhale, maybe you point them up towards the sky, your fingers towards the sky. And exhale, point them down. Let's try it again, inhale. Maybe take that right hand and go ahead and pull those left fingertips back towards your face. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and point them down. And then pull maybe the top of your palm back. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, pushing, grabbing that right hand. And exhale, go ahead and point it down. And then just take a few wrist rolls on your own. Inhale and exhale. All right, we'll come off those toes. Come down to your tabletop. You can untuck them. Pushing that ground away, really imagining your upper body being lifted up towards the sky. Find your stable tabletop, making sure your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Find a few cat-cows here organically. Inhale, maybe looking up, dropping that belly. Exhale, push that ground away, let that neck drop, chin tuck. Feel that general sense of the spine flexion. Inhale and exhale here. Maybe you look over that left shoulder, that left foot, getting long in that right side, and then back to center, and then the other side, over. Do one more on each side. Take your time, go with your breath. Once you land back in your tabletop, find your both hands and knees underneath. Go ahead and maybe, let's throw that left foot back, tuck the toes, and just open up that foot. So start maybe pulsing, getting that calf open. Inhale and exhale, push that ground away from you. And if it seems in your practice, go ahead and find, maybe lift that foot up. We're going to be going up into bird dog, so find that even hip on each side. Maybe you reach that right hand out in front of you. Inhale, reach and stretch. Maybe with your exhale, you come into a crunch, so pulling that right elbow into that left knee. Exhale. Push that ground away from you. Inhale, reach and stretch. Exhale, come into a crunch. Push that ground away from you. Inhale, reach and stretch. And one more. Exhale, bring it in. Lift. And inhale, reach and stretch. And go ahead and bring that hand down, that knee down. Maybe flip that left wrist. Inhale and exhale. Remember that breath. Take your time here. Go ahead and maybe kick that right foot out. Start pulsing, getting that calf open. Inhale. Push the ground away. Make sure we're not collapsing the shoulders. If you're ready, go ahead and lift that right leg up. Push the ground away with your right hand. Go ahead and lift that left hand. Reach and stretch. Inhale, really pull that hand away from the foot, foot away from the hand. Exhale, bring it in. Do that crunch, let's elbow to knee, push the ground away, lift. Inhale, reach and stretch. Exhale, pull it in. Go with your breath. Inhale, reach. And one more time, exhale, crunch. There you go. Inhale, reach and stretch. Hand away from foot, foot away from hand, and drop it down. Hands down, knees down. Go ahead and push back into child's pose here. You can keep your arms out nice and long. Maybe even try to come up on your fingertips a bit. Hollow out through the armpits so you feel nice and long on your spine. With that inhale and exhale, let it all go. Drop the forearms.
forehead. Take a nice deep breath in and out here, breathing. Go ahead and inhale, maybe try to walk those hands over to the left-hand side, reaching off to the mat. Find a nice length on that right side. Inhale into that side. Exhale, letting it go. Walking back over to the center. Maybe inhale back up onto those fingertips, right? Hollow out, like frog fingers. And exhale, let it go, come down, let your forehead come down. Then go ahead and walk it over to the right, getting long on the other side.
Feeling that sense of lift in the armpits. Breathing between the ribs.
Exhale, letting it go. Slowly walk back to the center. Take your time. We're going to come forward into our table.
And we're going to come up into down dog. So plant your hands, tuck those toes, lift those knees, inhale. Let's get those hips up, pushing the ground away from you as you inhale. Let your neck hang. Maybe you pedal it out. Inhale and exhale here. Find your down dog. Maybe find stillness. Push that ground away from you. Inhale that sense of lift. Exhale, let it go. Take your time and slowly walk to the front of the mat. We're going to land in our ragdoll, so take your time. Feet can be about hip width distance apart. Bend your knees. Maybe you want to take a half lift. And exhale, really fall into that ragdoll. You can even start to grab opposite elbows. Let your neck hang here. Feel that nice heaviness in the upper body. Inhale and exhale, letting it go.
Maybe nod, yes, maybe shake no. And when you're ready, take your time, bend your knees. Very gently and slowly roll all the way up to standing.
Take your arms up overhead when you're ready. Inhale, reach and stretch. And exhale, let those hands float down. Just take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Be here, right? Finding your beautiful mountain pose. Feeling that energy lift up from the toes, up through the legs, the kneecaps lift. It's almost as if your torso's coming up and out of your hips. Your shoulders up, back, hands forward. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale those arms up overhead, reach for the sky. Exhale, let's dive forward, hinging at the hips. Take your time. Go ahead and halfway lift here. Inhale, maybe your hands are on your shin. Flat back, tuck that chin. And exhale, fold forward. Plant those hands. Go ahead and bring that right foot back and drop the knee. And just look forward, right? So we're inhaling, we're in our low lunge. Take your time. And we're going to head and plant those hands, bring that left foot back to meet the right in a plank, push that ground away from you, lifting.
that upper body up, and then exhale, lower those knees, the chest, the chin, come all the way down. Untuck the toes, get long here. Inhale, tuck that chin, pull those elbows into the ribs, hands underneath the shoulders, inhale into your cobra. Lifting here. Exhale, come back down. Tuck the toes, push up and back into down dog. And take a nice deep breath in and out here. Lift that right leg up and then bring it up between the hands. Drop that left knee and just look up, look forward. Long in the neck, long in the spine. And then exhale, bring that left foot up to meet the right. Maybe inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And slowly roll all the way up. Reach for that sky. Take your time, hands together, maybe in prayer, down to the center. Land here. Inhale and exhale. Dropping those arms, those hands, shake it out. Take a little bit of movement here in arms, legs. Breath. Nice. All right, let's do the other side here. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, let's dive forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Planting those hands, let's bring the left foot back. Drop that knee, and let's come up into asana. So inhale, pushing that foot, reaching those hands up. Exhale, come back down. Go ahead and bring that right foot back to meet the left. Push that ground away from you. Knees, chest, chin, lower down. Take your time. Untuck those toes. Long here, tuck that chin. Inhale up into cobra. Pelvis is rooted deeply in the earth. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Tuck those toes, push up and back, down dog. And lift that left leg up. Bring it between the hands. Drop the right knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, asana. Take your time here. Exhale, come back forward. Bringing that foot, right foot up between the hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. When inhale, roll all the way up. Reach for that sky. And float those arms down. So in this situation, we're going to do another sun salutation. I'm going to put these blocks on either side of you because we're going to come up into some half split.
Ooh.
Take your time here, landing. That's really my excuse to be able to do that. I say it's for them, but it's for me. Inhale those arms up overhead, reach for the sky. Hinge at the hips, dive forward. Go ahead and bring that right foot back. Drop the right knee. Grab your blocks. You're going to want to have one on either side of you. I should have them as well. Put them on the highest setting, medium setting, whatever works for you. But allow yourself to come up, straighten that front leg, and come back into your half split. Inhale, maybe you pull the blocks a little bit closer to your hips so you can stay nice and tall. Inhale, that sense of lift, looking forward, right? Almost at the wall in front of you. Long in the neck and the spine. Sitting back, so we're almost directly above that hip. So maybe come up a little bit up onto your right knee. So a little bit forward. There you go. I feel like that looks a little bit better. Inhale, that sense of lift. Exhale, you can fold as far as you feel comfortable. And then inhale, come back up, move those blocks. frame the foot, and then bring it back into your plank. Pushing that ground away from you. Lower the knees, the chest, the chin, lower all the way down. Now, try to isometrically pull your hands towards your feet and your feet towards your hands as you come up into a cobra. Planting that pelvis, lift, exhale all the way down. Push up and back into down dog. Take a breath here. Bring that right foot up between the hands. Let's find that. Is it Ardha Hanumanasana? I believe. On the other side. So straighten that right leg. Bring those blocks so that you're nice and tall. Almost directly next to you. Perfect. Inhale that sense of lift. Exhale, you can fold, hinging at the hip. This is where we pull that right hip back. So we don't even have to do much further than forward. You feel it right away. All right, let's come up and out of that. You can move those blocks maybe off to the right side. Just be done with them for now. And let's bring that left foot up. Forward fold. And slowly roll all the way up. Take your time. Reach for the sky. And exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Reach for the sky. Hinging. Dive forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Left foot back. And you could stay up off your knee this time. Yep, nice. Long lunge here. Inhale, maybe keep that chin tucked. Long neck. Inhale. Now bring that right foot back into a plank. Push the ground away from you. And then lower knees, chest, chin, all the way down. Bring those elbows into the ribs. Inhale into your cobra. Keep that chin tucked. Long, and exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes, push back up into down dog. Bring that left foot up between the hands. Stay nice and long in this lunge here, low. Tuck that chin, long neck, inhale, reach. Exhale, bring that right foot up between the hands. Go ahead and fold. Inhale, all the way up. Reach for that sky. And exhale those arms down. Let's try a fun little thing I thought of the other day. So come to like the middle of the mat, looking kind of like basically at the canvas. So go ahead and inhale, find your mountain pose, right? Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Land. Palms forward. Now go ahead and you could shake that out a bit, but keep that same element, right? So we're sturdy, we're strong. Go ahead and inhale. Now, reach your right hand about 45 degrees. So it's like kind of in between. Perfect. Now imagine your middle finger is basically like a metal detector. And it's finding like a little piece of metal, like if you gaze down over your finger. Now as you inhale, see if you can drop that left ear to the left shoulder again. And see if you feel that connection of the tip of your middle finger all the way up to your right ear. And then you can move it around a little bit, almost like the metal detector is finding that piece of metal. Just enough to give it some movement there. And then you can even move your chin forward and back just a tad. Inhale and exhale. It's almost like a little neck massage. Inhale, breathe into it. Exhale, lower the shoulders, right? When you exhale, it drops. It gets a little bit tighter. Inhale and exhale. And then you can let that go. Shake it out. Shake out that right arm, shoulder. Whew. We'll try the same thing on the other side. I found this to be super helpful in the neck. Take your time, find that same general mountain pose. And go ahead and take that left hand, point it about 45 degrees, and keep it nice and loose.
I'm going to be taking that middle finger, pointing it at that little piece of metal somewhere over there. Sit up nice, stand up nice and tall, and then go ahead and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And just feel that connection. Inhale, breathe into it. And you can move your arm about as you know, where you need it. You're like, oh, there it is. And you can maybe move the chin forward and back a little bit. Inhale. And exhale. Drop that, let that go, shake it out. Whew. Super helpful. Maybe do some neck rolls in general just to make sure we didn't stick anything in one spot. Take your time, breathe. Whew. I'd like to do a tree, and then we'll go back down. So take your time here, planting your feet. Maybe you lift all 10 toes, looking at them. Maybe you put them down one at a time. It's really hard. And you plant that. Feeling the weight in your heels, gripping with your feet. That same mountain sense where you're lifting up, right? Through the legs, the knees are lifted. Inhaling, you roll those shoulders back. Whew. Standing here, landing here. Now with a gentle sense of bending that left knee, go ahead and move the weight over to the left. I'm going to take that right foot. Maybe it's just right here. Maybe the heel is just on my shin. Maybe it's off the ground. And maybe it's all the way up here. Depending on what you want today, find your balance. Whatever's easiest. Inhale, maybe your hands are at your heart center. Maybe they're on your hips. If you want, full pose, inhale those arms up all the way, reaching for the sky. Inhale that sense of lift, right? And then exhale, float them down. With your inhale, like we did seated, right? Try it. Inhale, slowly lift. And then when you get to the top, exhale, slowly lower. Try one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Lower the leg. Shake out that hip if you need to. Mine gets a little tight sometimes. And take your time, land back here. Find your mountain, look down at your feet. We're all connected, everything looks good. Gently go ahead and move the weight to the right foot. Lift that left foot again, wherever it goes. Maybe it goes on the side of the ankle, shin, whatever you want here today. Whatever's easiest. Then make sure you're really pushing your foot into your leg into your foot. Inhale that sense of lift, roll those shoulders back again. Your hands can be at prayer. You could just stay right here. If you want to try that movement again, we'll try it. So let's drop the arms. Inhale those arms up overhead. Reach for the sky, but go with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Like falling leaves from a tree. One more time. Inhale with your breath. And exhale, lower. Those arms, the leg releases, everything. Take your time. Come to the front of the mat. Let's inhale those arms up overhead, reach for the sky. Hinging at the hips, fold forward, dive forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Let's bring both feet back into a plank. One more. Inhale, really push that ground away from you. Straight, strong. Lower, either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Take your time. All the way down, untuck the toes. One last cobra here. Inhale those shoulders, neck, head, everything up. And exhale, lower down, let it go. Go ahead and tuck those toes. Maybe you push up into table, maybe back into child's pose. My bad. No worries, take your time here.
Hands out in front of you. Maybe your hands are next to your hips. You've done enough, right? Land that forehead on the ground. Roll it from side to side. Land here for a moment, breathing maybe into that lower back. Exhale. Letting your shoulders drop, right? The front of your shoulders can really lower towards the mat here. Take your time, inhaling and exhaling. Slowly roll up. Come to a seat. You take your legs out in front of you, taking your time. We'll find a forward fold here. For the sake of it, why don't you grab that bolster and just put it under your knees. I just want to offer that as an option for people. I want us to sit up nice and tall, just like we did in our Dandasana, right? Inhale, maybe move the sides, finding your seat, right? Inhale. Let's reach those arms up overhead. Hinging at the hips, exhale, fold forward and land wherever you want here, right? This is gonna be our forward fold for the evening. Maybe your hands are over your feet, on the sides. Take 3 deep inhale and exhales here. When you lift, when you inhale and you exhale, you get a little bit deeper, dropping that head, that neck. Inhale, breathe into whatever part needs it the most, right? Exhale, let it go. Slowly take your time, rolling up. Your own time, moving the bolster. Go ahead and plant your hands behind you, so your wrists, the palms are basically at your glutes, so flip them the other way. And just open that chest. Inhale, roll those shoulders back, look up. Allow yourself a gentle back bend here. And then exhale, let that go. Roll the shoulders out. And then you can go ahead and, I wanted to do seated. Yeah, let's do seated. All right, bring that right foot flat against the mat, next to your left shin. So we're gonna do the, next to the shin. Your right foot. Yes, that one. Sorry, I keep thinking that I can't remember the name. I know there are 2 different twists, but inhale that right, we'll put the right hand behind you, right? Your right hand on the mat. See if you can bring it closer to you and almost flat like we just had it before, like your palm on the mat. And nice, push up nice and tall first. You can come up onto the fingertips, but I like that as a general pushing up to feel that straightening of the spine. Again, inhale that left hand up, and then exhale to the right, turning into that twist. Maybe that elbow goes on the outside of that right knee. You're lifting. If this is too much, you can ease up. If you want, you can look over that right shoulder. Inhale that sense of lift, right? Exhale, we get maybe a little bit deeper, but just turn maybe your right, maybe the neck, right? And we're just looking over that right shoulder. Feeling that sense of lift, inhale, and exhale. Unwind, you take that, both legs out, pat them out a little bit, and we'll try it on the other side. Go ahead and bring that left foot next to your right calf or shin. Feel that sense of lift. Let's put that left hand behind us, push into the ground like we did before when we were seated. Lift that right hand up,
And exhale, let's go ahead into that twist, bringing that right elbow on the outside, looking over that left shoulder. And for this, I think a lot of the things that we forget is that we're trying to really almost massage the organs. So we're trying to get that thigh nice and tight against that midsection. So when you're in here, you're inhaling, exhaling, I get a little bit deeper, give myself a little massage. Unwind here, lifting that hand up, coming up and out of it, letting those legs go. And let's come down to a lying down position. So take your time here. Roll it down, maybe one vertebrae at a time. Land here. Maybe you bring your knees into your chest for a little bit of a cannonball here. Let's go ahead and maybe even come with a happy baby. Then push your hands into your feet into your hands, opening up. Maybe you want to kick one foot out. Be playful here, right? Just take your time, find some movement, any last stretches you might need before we go into Shavasana here. So take your time. Inhale and exhale, breathing into whatever is needed. Maybe you come into your child's pose, whatever you need, right? Pulling your knees to your chest. Adho. Take your time. Be gentle with yourself. Let's go ahead and maybe stick that left leg out, right knee in. And let's come over into a twist. So pull that right knee over to the left. And we'll open up. So open that right arm out. Inhale for that sense of lift. Exhale, maybe look over that right shoulder. Inhale that lift. Exhale, feel that heaviness. Inhale and exhale. Bringing that knee back up in your own time. Inhale. And exhale, bring both legs out. Let's bring our hands up over our head. Take a nice long stretch. Hands away from feet, feet away from hands. And then exhale, bring those hands back down. And let's do the twist on the other side. So go ahead and bring your left knee in. Grab that. Keep that right leg straight and strong, right? And then exhale, bring that knee over. And open up. Let's try to get that left shoulder on the mat if possible. Maybe you want to come out to a T, maybe it's cactus. Take your variation, inhale. That sense of lift, right? It's like almost like your left hip is being pulled up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, maybe that left shoulder is being grounded towards the earth. Looking over that left shoulder, long, and the neck here. Inhale and exhale. Slowly unwind, take your time, and any other last poses you might want. Pull those knees into the chest. Maybe come to a little ball, pulling your chin up, squeeze it really tight, inhale, and exhale, let it all go, unwind, take your arms out, legs out. Let's find our Shavasana here. So take your time, roll your neck from side to side. Do you want to bolster under your knees or anything?
Sure.
Let's try it.
Okay.
So you find your comfortable position here. Let's go with that. Let's see. Inhale and exhale here. Take your time. Find your breath, right? In this moment, Inhale and exhale, letting it go. With each exhale, we melt a little bit deeper into the earth. Inhaling into any parts that need it. Exhale, letting it go. Breathe, taking your time. We get to fully enjoy these moments, I think, the most because in Shavasana, it comes usually at the end of a hour-long practice of connecting our bodies, minds, and spirits. And I mean, our normal day is usually listening to only our thoughts and brain, listening very little to our bodies, and pretty much ignoring our breath. So it's almost like a triathlon you have to run in this hour. In which case, when it comes to Shavasana, it's time to rest and enjoy the fruits of your labor. So as you breathe here, inhale, exhale. Inhaling, bring a sense of awareness to your feet, to your shins, calves. When you exhale, allow them to relax. Inhaling maybe into your knees, thighs, quads. Exhale, allow that to relax. Inhaling into your hips, glutes, your abdomen. Exhaling, allowing it to relax. Inhale into your chest, your ribs, sides of your body. And exhale out to relax. Inhale to that lower back, that middle back, going up the spine, up to your upper back. Exhale out to relax. Inhale into your shoulders, front of your shoulders, back, collarbones, the chest. Exhale out to relax. Inhaling into our upper arms, biceps, elbows, forearms. The whole arm relax. Inhale into our fingers, palms, the back of the hands, the wrists. And exhale, relax. Inhale into that neck, right, the back, the sides, the front, the throat. Inhale. And exhale, relax. Inhale into the back of the head, maybe the skull, the ears, top of the head. And exhale, relax. Inhale into the facial muscles, right? The forehead, those eyebrows, the cheeks, jaw. Exhale, let it all relax. Inhale into every part of your body and any last parts that might need extra attention. And exhale, let it all relax. your time here. Maybe start to deepen the breath. Bringing your awareness back, wiggling those fingers and toes. Gentle movement back to your body. Maybe looking over to each side. Take your time. When you're ready, come over to one side. Fetal position. Just take a nice deep breath in and out here, allowing yourself to really sink into the earth. I always imagine like a time lapse of an animal decomposing. It's slowly just float into the earth. Take your time. Meet me in a seated position. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. I really appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed your practice here today and that you take this with the rest of your day and have a good one. Thank you so much, Maria. Namaste.
That was lovely.
Cool. How's your neck feel?
Good.
Good.
Much more relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that metal detector.
Right?
That
Oh,
was
it's so much
interesting.
fun.
Yeah, because it really gets at the low neck. I feel.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing. You could feel
Yeah.
all the fascia connected. It's really
I just
cool.
felt a big difference from sitting and standing. Like when I was doing it seated, I
Yep.
suppose when I was standing and I was able to like manipulate it a little bit more. I
Yeah.
was like, wow, what a different pose.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought that